Hey guys, I'm working on this 750 Nighthawk. I'm just trying to rig up some signal lights without spending any money. Well, this is what we're dealing with basically. What I think I figured out was this is just the rubber. It was basically between this and this. I just broke that off. It was all fucked. I'm just thinking I'll put just little pin lines up there. I'll put that. These wires are already cut too, so I'll take this apart and fix them properly when I'm done. I'm just gonna put that like that, and there was this piece of metal in there. It was already broke off. I'm just gonna put a tack on this one and bolt it on like that instead of that, which I think shouldn't look a lot better anyways. And I was thinking I'll just put a piece of heat shrink, maybe an inch long, just to cover up the mess. It should be mint enough. I got the second one off this side. This is basically how it was stock. It's just like that. That rubber, this is molded into the rubber, and rubber would have been connected at one point. So for this part, I just took it off there like that. Fits inside a socket. 19 mil this one is, but any socket. Bigger. And that, you got that piece. This end you can see it's breaking off there anyways. And then this piece this was also cast into that piece of rubber. Basically what I ended up doing on the last one was just sticking that in there flush like this, and then I epoxied it in there because the hole was broken on that last signal light. On this one I think I'm going to try and weld a washer, a nut to there, and I'll be able to put a bolt in to hold it. And I might still just fill it up with JB Weld or whatever. I tried hot glue another one first, and the hot glue seemed to suck. I think if you had better hot glue, it would work out. Not big guy. Yes, that's the piece that was in the rubber. I'm gonna try and let's see if I can weld it like that. Stick this in there, bolt it. Okay. So when I put this in here, it's this is sticking. It's too long. See that part sticking out, and I want it to mount flush with my fender. I'm probably just going to cut that off, weld it to this piece, go from there. You can see this little line where I want to cut off, so no measuring. And what happened is it's lined up in and out, but now the stud's a little more forward than I wanted it. I'm gonna roll with it because everything else is great. I'll probably just try and move that stud in the epoxy while it's wet. Get them the same. Then I'll probably just put the epoxy in the end of this one to tighten it up, I guess. I got it all back together there. I got a screw in it, good and strong. Put some hot glue in there just to stop it from vibrating because it's only got one screw. And this is the other one. I filled that up with epoxy, and then I took a washer and I let the epoxy kind of set up. And I used the washer just to kind of hold that where I wanted it, so hopefully they're fairly straight when they're on there. They used to be all this straight, so I'm thinking we'll be in a lot better shape. Yeah, and it gives you the factory light still, you know what I mean? I've been trying to buy a set, but they want a lot of money. They want $150 just for them two rubber perches on the front. And I never really found a good back set, so this keeps the look and they're not falling off anymore anyways. Yeah. Got this signal light mounted, and I'm going to show you what it was like and how I mounted it. Look in here to see how rotten the rubbers are. And then, that was, how did that even stay in there? Now right here you can see this Phillips head screw. I took that out, and that's what I got it mounted to on the other side. I don't know where the hell the corrosion come from. I don't want to cut the wires myself, but I'm glad Buddy did on the other side. If not, the wires would have to go around the fork like that and look shitty, right? I'm just gonna go in and yeah, it sucks. All the wiring's tucked up in the headlight here, so to get to it, you gotta do this. Got a strap on in case it blows off. Better hold it when you're working on it, but with that off now, I'll be able to take my other wires, unplug them, and solder them and heat shrink them. All I did on the other one was I left this piece of rubber. It's not mint, but it's great shape anyways. And then I just used this as a, took that off there like that. I think. Yep. I just tucked that up like that. I'm going to weld the stud on here. This is a threaded nut here, welded on. So I'm going to use, if this was a 6mm bolt, I'm going to use a 5mm bolt so I can go right through that threaded screw. I'll just put a nut on the back side like here. That's basically it. Alright, so now we got this. Tuck that up. Rubber's